So Trudeau might have a kinda cool haircut, but his polls are tanking, dude. While his re-election is sketchy at best, I think he probably never saw this conservative wave growing as fast as it is. He might enjoy his first-class vacations on Canadian dimes. Trudeau, the pendulum is swinging heavy, dude, in the other direction. So let's break down the current political situation. So the biggest thing that's driving the fear in the economy right now is obviously mortgage renewals that are happening at this point on a monthly basis at way higher rates than anyone pretty much ever expected. And the wave is just going to continue to grow and grow in the coming months, and especially 2025 and 2026. Now, if you watch this channel, not to worry, rates are going to be way lower by 2025, 2026, but the average Joe doesn't really know that. Why? They're not watching the live data. They're just watching CBC, CNN, Fox News, and they're losing their fucking mind. But it doesn't matter because all of this is actually just hurting Trudeau in the polls way more. And the people who have variable rate mortgages right now, who have an increased mortgage cost like crazy, it's forcing people to be more conservative in the sense that they're pinching pennies. They're watching what they're spending. They're being conservative with their budgeting. I wonder who does that economically. Could it be the conservatives? I mean, their fucking name is called the Conservatives for a reason.
What? What the fuck?
They're conservative with their budgeting, and the Liberals in their name are liberal. Everybody have some. We're liberal. Take. I mean, it's in the fucking names, dude. But by kind of forcing everybody to be a conservative with their money, most people are not looking to Pierre Poilievre, who's a very astute person. He's nerdy, he's articulate, he's logical, all the things you want in a nerdy economic prime minister. But when everybody's hurting on their pocketbook and this dude's up here talking about fiscal responsibility, monetary policy responsibility.
Canadians will pay once with a carbon tax and then twice with a tax on the tax. So what will be the full cost of the carbon tax per litre once the tax and the tax are fully implemented?
And create things that actually produce money, which will increase the GDP, which will bring us back to a prosperous society. Dude, all these things he's saying is even hitting home for even liberals or especially independent voters who tend to vote either way are going, dude, times are tough right now. This dude's saying exactly what I want to hear. I'm going far right. Far right. That was a joke, by the way. Conservatives in Canada, far right. Yeah, right. The conservatives of Canada are like liberal, actually, when it comes to a real political spectrum. But anyway, see, all of this inflation really created a vicious cycle for Trudeau because it's hard for anybody to live.
Get fucked.
Food costs more, clothes cost more, services cost more, cars cost more. Loans cost a hell of a lot more. Almost every Canadian is feeling the pinch somewhat, and most a lot. So while you have all of this logical evidence that everybody can see with their own eyes, their own ears, they can feel it in their pocketbook, they understand the pain, what's going on. And again, they're pointing the finger at this one dude. Then Trudeau is making fuck-ups when it comes to foreign policy or social policies, like having a Nazi speak in the House of Commons.
But the people are retarded.
Now, I'm not judging him too much because I didn't know who the fuck this guy was, but I don't work for the government, all right? If you're gonna have someone speak to the government, you would think someone would do a basic background check before hiring him and bringing him over and be like, yo, did you know this guy was a Nazi? But the fact that every person in the Liberal cabinet missed that, I don't know. We're talking about economics here and the real shit, but it's a funny friggin' example of how out of touch this guy's becoming.
We like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Okay.
Now, the thing that's also kind of interesting is how Canada, the UK, and Australia all kind of have clueless, dummy head prime ministers running those countries. I mean, they're all connected. We're in the Commonwealth. And who's kind of in charge and head of the Commonwealth unofficially? Klaus Schwab. I mean, I don't want to go digging down some fucking weird Matrix rabbit hole here, but it's just interesting none the least that all these countries connected, very powerful countries, probably one of the most powerful groups in the world, the Commonwealth, are all being led by fucking bumbling idiots. I mean, we got woke agenda, woke policies, weird shit happening in the streets and in the schools, a lot in these countries. It's kind of seemed like it's all orchestrated. I mean, how can three totally different countries, one on opposite ends of the earth, Canada and Australia, are walking down the same woke, broken path? Citizens are fighting with each other, right and left are running at each other like it's a fucking war. I mean, it's getting weird, and it's being a problem because we, the people, if bound together, are super strong. I mean, that's common knowledge throughout all of history. The people can overthrow the government so easily. But if everybody's fighting with each other, hands at each other's necks, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, fuck you, it's getting insane, and it seems a little orchestrated. Actually, it seems a lot orchestrated. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't really care, honestly, but this channel is all about solutions. So what is the solution? I identify the problems. Now let's identify the solution. That's what we do on this channel. The solution is you gotta break free from the fucking matrix.
I'm not a puppet. I'm a real boy.
Because the middle class is being voodooed. I don't know what that means. Basically, being programmed to be a drone, to fight with each other, to pick a side, right and left, Palestine over Israel, Ukraine over America, whatever, dude. Like, does all of that stuff matter for you and your family and your pocketbook? Does it matter whatever Zelensky is doing, fighting with Putin, whatever they're talking about, millions of miles away?
No, nigga.
But does it matter to your livelihood? No, it doesn't fucking matter. That's the answer. No, it doesn't. You matter to your livelihood. Your income matters. And what are you doing? Working some job that you don't really like, stuck on payroll as an employee with dreams and aspirations of living a life on your terms that was promised to us, avocado toast on the beach, working 4 hours a day. Yeah, you're not getting that because you're stuck in the middle class. You're stuck in the matrix. And the only way to get out of that is obviously to get wealthy. I mean, money is power. We all know that. Now, shitty people, bad people with money become shittier people. Good people with money become better. And if you're watching this, I highly bet that you are a good person. So if you had more money, you would be an even better person. And at this time in this crazy world, we need more better people. So you gotta make more money, dude. There's a million ways you can make $1 million, for sure. But the way I like it the best is real estate investing. That's what I know. That's what I've done for myself. I'm a multi-millionaire all through real estate investing. And why real estate? Because it's the easiest. I mean, like what strategies we got out there? Trading stocks, pretty hard, pretty risky. Fucking e-com, Amazon stores, I don't know. It's weird, dude. It's hard. Affiliate marketing, I don't know. Starting your own plumbing business, I don't know, dude. Buying real estate is so easy. Buy a good property in a really good area where there's jobs, amenities, population growth. Renovate it better than everybody else on the street. Get the highest rent. Attract a quality tenant. Put them in there. Chill for 5 years. Sell it 5 years later. We all know what happens to real estate over time. Generally, almost always, it goes up the longer you hold. I mean, it's so easy and so guaranteed. What, Palestine, Israel? Dude, I don't want to get into that. Let's leave that to the other people. Let's leave that to the virtue signalers. I'm worried about my house. Because if I can take care of my family and myself first, kind of like the airplane, putting the oxygen mask on yourself first, then you can take care of other people, your extended family, maybe donate money once you get to a certain place and you have a lot of money. Sure, do whatever you want. But you got to take care of your house first. And if your house isn't taken care of, you're stressed out, you're bummed out, your marriage is shit. We have tons of data on this. Financial problems are the #1 reason of divorce. #1 is lack of money. We're done with lack of money. Follow this channel. I'll see you in the next video.